Hello everyone, welcome to part 2. I really hope that you enjoyed part 1 and you have learned new things. I am going to start part 2 with font sizing because I believe that it is a very crucial matter to consider, and I highly recommend you to take this part and let's learn together how to set the right font size for our web pages. Before that, I'm going to talk about CSS units. Normally we have 4 units to in CSS to set for font size: pixel, em, rem, and percentage. Let's have a look at each of them. Let's start with pixel. The traditional unit for sizing anything on the web is the CSS pixel, but it's not ideal for font size. The problem is that pixel is an absolute unit, which means it doesn't scale up. 16 pixel will be always 16 pixel on the same device. But what is the problem with that? What problem it may cause? Well, the root and the default font size is 16 pixel, and set your web page text size to 16 pixel. But what if a user changes his browser setting and decreases or increases the font size? Well, he or she won't be able to see the font size as he wishes, because we have set the font size to 16 pixel, which is absolute unit and always will be 16 pixel. Using font size in pixels disregards user preferences and hinder page accessibility, which in turn can negatively impact SEO. Therefore, we never use pixel for font size. But it doesn't mean that we cannot use pixels at all. In some cases, like paddings, borders, and even margins, we still can use pixels, but never use pixel for font sizing. This is a strict rule. The next units are em and percentages. Since percentage and em behave the same in the context of font sizing, I will look at just ems. Okay, em is a relative unit, but it is relative to its parent. It means if the parent element is 24 pixels, the child element will be 24 pixels as well. If we set child element to 1 rem, it will be 24 pixel. 0.5 em will be 12 pixel. But what if the child element has its own child and the font size of it is 1em? 1em will be 12 pixel, not 24 pixel, because it inherits from its parent, not grandparent. This behavior makes a lot of complexity and increases DOM size. Okay, look at this slide. There are 3 actually, let's say, elements or container in this slide. The red box is the parent element, which is 24 pixel. So the blue box, which is the child of the red box, is actually inherits the font size if we set with em. For example, 1em for blue box will be 24 pixel. 0.5em will be 12 pixel. But what about the green box or the green element? The green box is the child of the blue box, not the red box. So 0.5em is not going to be 12 pixel. It's going to be 0.5em is going to be 6 pixel, because it's based on its direct parent, which is the blue box, not the red one. Okay, that's why it makes a lot of complexity. So we do not use M and percentage for font sizing as well. But what is the solution? Well, the solution is, okay, but you know what we need is a font size, actually unit, which is relative and respects user preference. It's responsive and SEO friendly. What is that unit? What we need is rem. That unit is rem. Let's see what rem is. Rem, which stands for root M, always references the root font size of the document as its single source of truth. Assuming that the root font size is 16 pixel, as is the case in all modern browsers before user preferences are applied, we get the following values. 1 rem equals 16 pixels. 1.5 is 24 pixel because it's based on the default root size, which is 16 pixel in all modern browsers. So no matter what, 1 rem will be the root size. If the user setting is 18 pixel, then 1 rem is not 16 anymore, it's 18 because it is based on root, which can be changed. Okay, this calculation is easy. Okay, for example, some of the calculations are easy. For example, 1 rem is 16 pixel, as we said. Okay, what about 32 pixel? It's okay, it's no problem. Divided by 16 is 2 rem. Okay, so we divide by 16 and it gives us the rem. But what about 5 pixel? 5 pixels divided by 16 gives us 0.3125 rem. It's okay, but isn't it a little bit strange and difficult to remember, memorize, whatever? Is there any solution to make it even easier? Yes, there is, hopefully. You can make your life easier using a trick with a root font size of 62.5%. What is that? Humans are better at thinking in tens. Since we are familiar with the decimal-based 10 number system, if 1 rem was equal to 10 pixel in some alternative reality, we could easily translate any pixel amount to rems by divided it by 10, right? By dividing by 10, and it gives us rem. So 12 pixel will be expressed as 1.2 rem, 24 would be 2.4 rem, and so on. We would no longer need to divide by 16. Since 10 pixel is 62.5% of 16 pixel, we can set the root font size to be this percentage. In this way, the calculation will be much easier for us. You know, the tip is, this trick is totally optional. Okay, it's totally optional. Feel free to use conventional calculation method if it's more convenient for you. How to use 62.5% font size trick? All you need to do is set the root font size to 62.5% and the browser will do the rest. And don't worry, it's very easy, and I will show you how to do it in Elementor Pro. It's very easy and it needs only 2 lines of code, as you see. One HTML font size and the other one body font size. And if you think that this topic is too complicated for you, don't worry, I guarantee it works, because I promise you that more than 90% of web developers use this trick because it's easier to calculate the numbers, and 100% safe, 100%. But again, if you don't feel comfortable, use the conventional way. It's okay. We do this only for the convenience of translating pixels into rems. There is no other reason, just to make the job easier. Okay, so now let's see how to apply this code in Elementor. Okay, as the first step, if you are really beginner, I will show you how to change the font size to 62.5%. First, I will go to your WordPress dashboard, go to pages, and add new pages if you haven't, added any pages yet. I'm just starting from the very beginning. And of course, you can name your page whatever you want. If it is index, if it is homepage, whatever it is. But I'm going to, to name it test. Click on edit with Elementor. And it brings you to the Elementor editor. Okay. From the Elementor editor, go to this hamburger menu. Go to site settings. Go to custom CSS. I have added before. So as you can see here, you can just add these two line of code. HTML font size 62.5% and body size is 1.6 rem. Okay, just set this font size. Of course, you should have Elementor Pro to set these custom CSS, and in free version it doesn't allow you to do this to custom CSS, so you should have Elementor Pro, and that easy. So now your font size, by adding these two lines of code, your font size is 100% responsive, and it respects accessibility, it respects users, and SEO friendly. And don't worry, it's 100% safe to do that. But again, I want to tell you again that if you don't feel comfortable with this one, just follow the conventional way and calculate whatever numbers you want to calculate to. Okay, so now let's go to the next part, which is wireframe. Okay, finally it's time to start our design, and before that, let's have a look at the wireframe. What wireframe is? Wireframe is a basic outline of a digital experience like an app or a website. What benefits they have? Wireframes inform the elements to include in your design. Seeing the elements laid out on a page will help everyone decide if the right elements are included. They help you catch problems early. Wireframes allow you to save your time and effort. The wireframe serves as a guide for everyone involved in project, like stakeholders, other designers, UX designer, and most importantly, the website owner if you are a freelance web designer. Now let's have a look at the wireframe of our website. Okay, as you can see, this is a very simple sketch, right? Our website has a header, hero section, product, featured product section, testimonials, contact us section, and footer. As you see, it is a very simple sketch, but it is highly recommended for any web developer and web designer to wireframe their website first. It helps you a lot. And I created this simple wireframe using Figma, but you don't have to do it with Figma or Adobe XD. I mean, do not limit yourself. You can, put for your wireframe sketch your wireframe on a piece of paper with just a pen, so don't limit yourself. But it is super easy to make wireframe in Figma, and if you want to to be a little bit more professional or learn new things, go ahead and use Figma to create your wireframe. Okay, now let's start the design process. Hello again. Before start designing our header and footer, let's have a quick look at the design system that we are going to use. So this is the design system for font size, for spacing, etc. And mostly for font size. This is what I'm going to use, and this is based on the most recent design system. I'm going, for example, of course, the default font size will be 16. If I want something larger, the next one is not going to be 17 or 19. It's going to be 18 pixel. The next one, for example, is going to be 20. And after 20, I better not use 22. I use 24 pixel. So this is a design system that makes our website more beautiful and consistent. The next thing that I want to talk about is colors. I'm going to use these three prominent colors. First of all, as you remember, we talked about the colors in the first part. 60% of a web page is primary color. So the primary color for our website is going to be white, okay? And the secondary color, which is normally the color of the text and icons, etc., is going to be this color, okay? I'm not going to use black for my text and headings. No, you know, black, pure black is too sharp, and it's really you know, it really hurts some people's eyes, and even I can say most of the people do not enjoy to read a text which is pure black. I mean, the font color is pure black. So I'm going to use this one, this hex, this color, as the color of my fonts. And in the middle, I'm going to use this color as blue color. If I have any kind of sections or something for backgrounds that I want to give a different color, I use this blue. And on the right side, as you see, I use this color, this cyan color, as call to action color. And one more thing, which is very important, you can use, of course, you cannot use many colors in your design. It's very confusing. It's not professional. As we said, your design should have primary color, secondary color, and call to action color. But you are allowed to use different shades of the same color, okay? Of course, you should not overuse it, but you are allowed to use different shades. There is a website here, maketintandshades.com. You can go to this website and just type the hex of your color. Then it gives you different shades of it, which I'm going to show you now, and you can use it in your design. So now let's have a quick look at this website together. Okay, what I meant is this website. I just copy paste the hex code of my color, make, and press this button, make tints and shades, and you see it gives us different shades and tints. The upper one is shades because it adds black to our color, and the second row is tint because it adds white to our color. As you see, you can use different shades. For example, I'm going to use this one, the first one, with 0% white color, black color, and even 50%. It's fine, you can use it, and it's very nice actually to get the different shades and tints, and you can use it in your design. Okay, now we are ready. We are really ready to start designing our website, and we start from header and footer. Let's go. Welcome back. Now let's start to design our header. I have already designed a header for our website, and we are going to design exactly same header. Okay, we are going to practice together how to design, how to get to this design. Okay, fortunately Elementor give us a feature. Elementor allows us to design a kind of global header, design a header, footer, and use it all across the website. Okay, so before anything else, just let's go to your dashboard, and from appearance go to menus. Okay, you should already have created your menus. If you have already created your pages, you will see your pages here, and you just need to add them to the menu. You name your menu here and just click this one to show that it's for header, and just add your pages. But if you have not created yet, you can just make custom links. I have created these 4 items here, so my menu, my navigation bar is going to have these 4 items. So let's go to Elementor and make a header from scratch. Go to templates and open theme builder. Go to header. As I said, I have already designed a header just to show you what it will look like. Okay, now we are going to make a new header from scratch. Just press here, add new. It will take you to this page. Okay, and it gives you some predefined templates, but we don't want any of them. We want to design from scratch. Just close this window, and before anything else, you should change. I mean, it's the best idea to change the name of the header, this template. Right now it's Elementor header #145. You can come here to the setting, and just in the title you just type any name you want. I name it global navigation. Okay, and we can even publish before anything else. Okay, before even we start, let's publish and let's see the different options of publishing. When we press publish, Elementor gives us condition. We can add condition. What condition is? Okay, this happens because I have already added my sample to the entire site. Okay, so I'm going to come here, going to save options, display conditions, and just remove this one, save and close, go back to the new one. Let's do it again, publish. As you see, doesn't give us error anymore. Okay, condition means that, okay, this I want this page will be included in entire site, in every pages. Okay, but you can add different conditions. For example, I want entire site, include entire site, but exclude, for example, a specific page, for example. Okay, a specific page, post. As you can see, let's have a look here. A specific post, category, tag, even author, page, or different options. So we can exclude here, and even we can give the name here. Okay, I have, for example, sample page. I want this header appears everywhere except on the sample page. It's a very good feature, but we normally don't use it. Okay, so I add one condition, include this header entire site, save and close. That's it. Okay, now again, before start designing the header, I assume that you are familiar with the new feature that Elementor Pro introduced recently, and that is flexbox. Okay, and we don't have anymore the old style of sections and rows and columns. We have flexbox, which is absolutely fantastic. If you have the latest Elementor Pro version, the flexbox should be already activated by default. If not, you can go back to the Elementor settings and features, and here you can just activate your flexbox container. Flexbox is a great feature, and it gives you a lot of flexibility, and you know it has a very positive impact on SEO, site performance, and site speed. So it's the best idea to change your design if you haven't, if you already have website. Change your design, change to the flexbox, and if you are designing new website, just use flexbox. That's the best idea. Okay, I'm gonna use 2 sections flexbox. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have the logo, navigation bar, and contact number, and call to action actually button, which take us to the contact us page. I you know put it as a call to action button because it's the most important thing this business owner wants to happen. You know, people contact the owner, contact the shop, contact the business. This is the most important action he wants to be happened. Okay, so we have here the actually logo. Okay, the reason I selected 2 sections, you know, with flexbox we could just use 1 section as well. Okay, just 1 section, and I will show you how to align them beautifully. But in this special occasion, I want the logo be on the left side and everything else be on the right side, with more space between logo and everything else. Okay, that's why I choose 2 actually sections. So let's add logo here. Just drag the widget, site logo widget. Okay, as you see in Elementor editor, you can change the site logo. If you click here, it will take you to a site setting, and you can here change the logo and favicon. Okay, I highly recommend you, I mean it's a must for any website to have a favicon. It makes a website looks professional. Okay, so don't forget favicon, it's very important, do not overlook it. So you can change or add new logo and favicon here, then update, then go back, and as you can see, I want my logo be aligned to the left, and don't want any caption. The URL I want to be the site URL, of course. And here on the style tab, well, I want it for now to be 75 or even 70%. Okay, you can play and you can just come up with the best, I mean depends on your logo, best size. Okay, I choose for now 70%. And you know, you can change the size of the sections here, I mean the widths of the sections. We have 2 sections, as you see. You know, the logo doesn't need that much space, so I'm gonna change to 20% for now. Okay, and this one to 80%. so it covers the width of whole page. What was the next one? The next one is this navigation bar. Come here, click the section and just drag and drop the WordPress menu. Okay, that's it, the WordPress menu. Next one is this telephone number, and I use icon list widget for telephone number. Bring it here, just drop it below this for now, and I will explain to you how to change it later. Change the icon to phone, of course. Yes. And the next one is this button. For the button, I'll also use the button widget, okay, because it's you know, the button widget is using actually the button tag in HTML, so the search engines know that this is a button, and the screen readers, it's the best idea to use button. Okay, so I have now 3 widgets here, okay, and stack on top of each other. Well, I don't want this, right? I want them to be aligned horizontally. That is why I say it's like the Elementor flexbox is a magic. You can change everything in a second just by one click. Okay, just click on the section. You can see here in the options the direction. Okay, now the direction is column vertical, but change to horizontal. You see, just by one click. It's amazing. It's really amazing. You know, if you wanted to, you know, to achieve this design before, you needed to do a lot of stuff, and if you were coding, you need to do a lot of, you know, a lot of coding stuff, but the flexbox make the life easier. So I use the horizontal row. So I use the actually row horizontal. It means that put all children in a row actually, okay, and as you can see, then we can justify them. If we the start is the default one, center takes everything in the center, end in the end, space between, it put space between the children, you know, this space, not this one between the navigation widget and this list item and this button. Okay, space between, space around, again around the children, around the child, around, and space evenly. It means that start from space and evenly space, put space between and around the items. But what we want is end. We want to align them to the end of the container, okay? And as you can see, the item list item is just up and here is down, and you know, it's not aligned, but it's no problem. We can align them easily by align items. Just look at here, start is a default one, center, look at here, takes everything, align everything horizontally and vertically, and now we have a nice aligned horizontal and vertical aligned items. That easy. And here we can change the gap, actually the gap between the children or items. We have row now here, you see, the default was 20 pixel, and I can add, like between the columns I can add whatever number I want, but let's go back to the default one, which is 20 pixels. Okay, now our items, actually this section children are aligned nicely and beautifully horizontally and vertically. Now we have to change the style so it looks like this, right? Okay, it's very easy. Let's do it. Just click on the navbar widget. Let's have a look at here. Layout, I want to be horizontal, pointer and fade. We have nothing for now to change here. Let's go to style. We want to change the style. Let's see what styles I give it to here. Okay, this one, the style name is top navigation font. Okay, I come here, I just choose top navigation font, which is Noto Sans. Well, by the way, I am going to use Noto Sans all over the website, okay, for headings and for text. I am going to use only this font family for everything. So as you can see, I have actually saved this style for me, and you should, and you can, and you should also do this. When you choose your styles, the best idea is to actually create new global style. Okay, it makes your job easier, and in back end it has a positive impact on performance. So when you just choose a name, whatever name that you want to choose, it's okay. I have chosen that name I showed you, top navigation bar. Okay, so for hover text color, again I chose a name. I actually chose my style and the name. I named it bold headings. Okay, for hover I came here hover 20. For pointer, again the color hover 20. You know why I say hover 20? You know the color of this actually design is this cyan blue green one, and I'm using different shades of my primary of the call to action color. Okay, as I said, we can choose, we can work with the shades of our colors. And let's see what is the active state of this. The active state of this, I want it to be again hover 20 and hover 20. Okay, so yes, everything is same nearly. Okay, let's just hover 20, hover 20. By the way, there is a great feature in Elementor. You can copy the style of a widget and paste it to the same widget in different place. For example, this is the sample. I right click on it and just press copy, come here, right click here and press paste style. Now it has exactly same styles. Okay, and the second one now is the list item. So a list item widget, which we are going to put this number here. Let me copy it and paste this number because I'm lazy to type actually. Okay, and here we go. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about this icon list. Actually, we can make a clickable telephone number, so people click and they can right away call you by their mobile phone. So how do we do this? Come to this, come to the widget again, and the setting, come to the link, type tel colon, and put the phone number, the whole number, without any symbol or space or dash or whatever, without anything. Okay, that's it. Now you have a clickable. You see the mouse changes, the mouse over changes. You have a clickable icon now. You have a clickable telephone number. Okay, the next one is to give this widget styles. Again, color, of course I want it to be the same as other items. Hover, again hover 20. These are fine. Text Typography, again, top navigation, hover, color bold, and hover 20. And as you can see, there is an option here, transition duration. It's the transition between the click state and hover state. Okay, you can increase, you can decrease. You see, it is transited very slowly now, but the best number is a default Elementor number, which is 3. It's the best number. It's the best transition time, actually. Okay, again, we could just come here, copy and paste the style, but I did it just, you know, to show you how to set the styles. Okay, now this button, let's design this button here. First of all, of course, change the text, contact us. Next one, let's have a look at the settings of this button. As I said before, there is design system nowadays, and we should follow the design system. Okay, the typography, I have made button text, and as you see, again, it is Noto Sans 1.7, which is 17 pixel. I decided to make it a little bit bigger, larger than these items. Okay, and text color is, of course, bold, and what was that? Bold headings, and the color is call to action color, CTA color. Hover, again, bold, but you know, I again chose another color, which is, I believe, 10% darker than the call to action button. I use different shades of the call to action button. As you can see, it changes slightly. It is different shades. I believe that it's a 10% darker. Okay, and for border type and padding, again, now based on the most recent design system, the radius should be 20 pixel on each side. I put 2 rem here. 2 rem based on our settings means 20 pixels, right? So we have 20 pixels border radius. And padding, always remember, the padding of the left and right should be twice of the bottom and top. So this is again based on the recent design system. Padding of top is 1.2 rem, 12 pixel, then right is 24 pixel, then bottom is 1.2 rem, 12 pixel, and 24 pixel on the left. This gives us a very actually modern button design. Okay, now that you know, let's say, of course, you can here set the different hover animations like shrink, like pulse, but I prefer just leave it alone. I prefer no animation at all. Okay, so this is for our button. Now that we know how to style it, I just copy this style, come here, and voila, great, right? Just paste the style and they look exactly same now. Okay, now our header is ready. Our header is ready, but we should check for responsiveness as well. How do we change the responsive mode in Elementor editor? Just come to the setting, responsive mode, click it, and it gives you 3 mode: desktop, tablet, and portrait. We need mobile now because always mobile is the most important one, right? Click the mobile phone, and as you see, there is a problem here. Okay, well, actually, not a problem. This is our design, and I will explain why it happens. This is our logo, and this is our hamburger menu with the items inside, and this is our telephone number and contact us CTA button. Well, what do you think about this design? You know, this is the header of your website. What do you think? Well, to be honest, I actually don't like it that much. No. Do you know why? Because too many items. You know, it's too crowded. Of course, Elementor gives me the flexbox give me the ability to change the stack. For example, click here, come to advanced, and as you see, you can change the order. You can just come down. Whoa, you see, beautiful. Go up, down, up, down. But anyway, I still don't like it, because I want only the logo and hamburger menu here. Only I want these two items. I don't want anything here. I want these two items inside this hamburger menu. But in WordPress, in Elementor, we cannot actually push these items inside this hamburger menu, because this hamburger menu is only for the menu items that we had created here in our dashboard, appearance and menus. Hamburger menu only include these items, okay? And I don't want really to add any extra plugins. Maybe there is, but do not, install plugins, because the more plugins you have, the more complex your website will be, and the more actually unsafe will be, because the plugins can have a different updates, different versions, and it makes a big mess. And as you can see, let's have a look at my plugins here. I don't really use a lot of plugins. All plugins I have here is just Elementor, just Elementor Pro, and these are actually installed by default. I didn't install any of them. For now, we just need these two plugins for now. Okay, let's go back to our template. Okay, as I said, in Elementor we cannot push these two items inside the hamburger menu, but I really don't like it, and I'm sure you don't like it as well, because it's too crowded. But there is a trick, there is a design that you can push actually these two items inside this hamburger menu, which I will show you in next video, how to make a very nice, simple, clear header, exclude these items in the header, and just push them inside our hamburger menu. Okay, so see you in the next section, and let's make this header more beautiful.